Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas day number 9. I'm not feeling the best this morning. My allergies have been toast. My allergies have been bothering me the last couple of days. Woke up with a sore throat, sinus pressure in my head and ears, and I have sniffles. So, and a slight cough. That's pretty much gone away though. But it is a lovely rainy day outside, and I do mean that. We haven't had a good rainy day in a while. And since we live in a tropical climate, it's kind of odd to not have a rainy day this long. But yeah, I got to woke up to the rain in a nice, calm, dark room. And I woke up to a fuzzy little kitty in my bed snuggled up next to me because she was very needy for love and cuddles this morning. My favorite concoction for when I'm sick is the vitamin C tropical blend because the orange flavor tastes too fake and I just don't like the taste of fake orange flavoring. Put a cup of water and then I mix in some juice. This is the V8 veggies and fruit, no sugar added, no artificial sweeteners juice. Oh, and then I'm gonna have some of the cookies that I made yesterday. Completely forgot. Gingerbread one. I'm going to have one of these little protein cookies. I've spoiled my husband, by the way. He's like, I want more cookies. I'm running out of cookies. I'm like, we don't typically get cookies, so I'll make you some next week. Alrighty, so Jared is playing video games, so I will do the advent calendar. Alrighty. For unto us, that is not what that says. For a child has been born for us, the gift of a son for us. His name will be Amazing Counselor, Strong God, Eternal Father. Isaiah 9:6 for 6. My brain. Oh my gosh. Okay, now on to Zoom Zoom. Oh, it's the rooster. I think he's the rooster. Are you the rooster from, what's it called? Yes, you are. This is your hat. Oh my gosh. This is the rooster from Robin Hood. The guy who's like sings the song. He's got a little peppermint bag. His wing flaps up. And this is his little tail. He's got 2 bags. Yeah, he's got 2 bags, one on each side. And then this is his hat. With a little holly on it. It's so cute. He's actually one of my favorite characters. He goes, oh, no, wait. No, is this Clara Cluck? I think this is Clara Cluck. Let me know in the comments below. Is this Clara Cluck or is this the rooster? I think it's Clara Cluck. I didn't know they made a Clara Cluck Tsum Tsum. Oh, this makes me so happy. I also love Clara Cluck. The reason I think it's Clara Cluck is because there's eyelashes here. You can't really tell. There's eyelashes there. And I think these are actually purses. Or no, it's an apron. Yep, this is Clara Cluck. She's like one of my favorite parts of the Boo to You parade because she's like up on her little pedestal and she's like oh my gosh. I think for next year, since they're so shoved in there, I think we're going to nix the box probably. I'll probably keep like the little card, like the numbers, because the numbers are really cute. I'll probably cut the numbers off and maybe use them for the verse advent calendar because that needs to be reprinted. But I think we're gonna get like just a large container. I'll probably get it next year. To like slide each one of them into. I'm going to sit in my little corner with my cuddly little kitty over there sleeping away. I've lit some candles. I've got my cookies and my tea and some books. I'm gonna do laundry. She's like, Mom, you're so loud. And just listen to the rain, edit some videos, Gonna go over the Zoella book down there again and just have a nice relaxing morning. So I finished folding clothes and tidying everything up. Jared just left to go to the comic book store. So again, I have another wonderful, might I say full day to myself to do whatever I'd like. I will probably do a little bit of chores here and there, but right now I am actually binge watching Once Upon a Time, the last season, because that's the one season I couldn't really get into it, so now I'm just watching all of it. Or half watching it. Alrighty, so I have literally watched every episode from the last season of Once Upon a Time. Binge watched all of them, kept trying to pull away from it, but kept coming back to it. I've got 2 episodes left. It's the 2-parter season finale, but Jared's going to be home soon, and there's a couple of other things I'd like to get done before tomorrow. Do want to say a quick little, Jared's on his way back home with dinner, but do want to say a quick little thing about my opinion on Once Upon a Time. I have a lot of mixed feelings about the last season. I think they did a really good job at like mixing all the stories together as per usual. There were a couple of new quirks, as in like a lot of cute things that just made me like really happy about it and reminded me of my love of Once Upon a Time. And one of the main reasons why I love Once Upon a Time so much is it's the cheesy, corny, happily ever after fairy tale, just all of it. Like, that's what I love about it. Like, anything that has anything to do with that, I absolutely love. That's why I love working at Disney so much and why I love Fantasyland and princess stuff so much. That's what I love about the show, is it brings all of those fairy tales that I've grown up with, that I've dreamed about, and it brings them to real life and gives them character relationships and stuff, and connections rather. There are a couple of things, different choices in casting and story twisting connections that they made that I'm not too happy about. Which, by the way, I get the fact that this new season is like an alternate reality and it's like back in time, and so there's different fairy tale character like versions in a sense. I get the whole point of like there's the version A of Cinderella, version B of Cinderella, because all the fairy tale stories are different. Like the Ariel version that I like with Little Mermaid, she gets her voice back and wins the guy. The original, that doesn't happen. She lives forever without a voice and sees her prince get married and falls in love with somebody else. They brought up so many different characters like briefly. Like in the original series, they had like Rapunzel, and they brought the character Rapunzel back, but they went in more detail with her character. Like Cinderella, I loved the original Cinderella that they had. I loved what they did with her character and then her sisters, and like I love like the little story connections that they made, even the baby that she had. All of that I absolutely loved. I don't like that they brought that character back. I feel like there's enough princesses that they could have brought back and done something differently with. Like, I don't know who they would have brought back now that I think about it, because Snow White was a main character, Aurora was a main character at least as much as Cinderella was. There's Cinderella as well. And then Tiana they brought back, which I love Tiana. The only thing is I wish she had more of a southern accent, but it was fine. Dr. Facilier was perfect. Loved Naveen as well. We already did Anna and Elsa, of course. Rapunzel they did bring back, which I'll get to her in a minute. Belle, of course, we already have Belle, and they couldn't bring her back because she's still a main part of the story, which I love. I have to say, I was not happy with Belle and Rumpelstiltskin, aka the Beast. I never really liked their relationship just because of the age difference. It never really, there were moments where I thought they were cute together, but like as a whole, I was kind of like, don't really care about your relationship. The Up inspired episode made me actually like really see them as in like a relationship as a couple, because they just had such a crappy relationship that it was really hard for me to see them as like an even, working together couples. I was like,
oh god, this is not going to end well. And lo and behold, it did not end well, and there were tears that were had, and I was like, shoot, you made me fall in love with these two characters, and only to like break my heart again. Like looking back on it now, I don't know. They could have made her, she didn't have to be a princess. She could have been somebody else. This is Henry's like significant other. Did not have to be a princess. They could have made her anyone else and it would have been fine. I also thought it was interesting how they made Princess Tiana a princess before she was married to Naveen. But I mean, whatever. I like the idea of Tiana starting from scratch and not having like a background or anything and being kind of like a modern day princess. I like that they made Lady Tremaine in a sense the bad guy with her daughters. I really did like that because I didn't really like how they portrayed them in the last version. And I thought it was interesting how they kind of wrapped magic into it. I love how I think it was Drizella was like Regina 2.0, but like a really sad, pathetic version of her. It also really confused me because I don't know the actress's name, but the actress that played Drizella in the last season, she also stars in a series called Reign, which I'm like obsessed with, and she's like the main character. She's like a good, strong queen, you know, of Scotland, and the fact that they made her kind of like a ditzy wannabe villain, like basically a whiny like child almost, it really like, I was not sure. It made me really uncomfortable at times where I was like antsy. I'm like, this isn't you, this isn't you. They basically made Lady Tremaine be Rapunzel. And I also liked what they did with, I'll continue this thought first. I don't like that they made Rapunzel a bad guy because it made her a very wimpy bad guy. I like what they did with the story in the sense of Rapunzel was the one that was how they had her like stay up in the tower. I liked that. And then Mother Gothel, how she was like, they brought her back, and like there was like a key point with the lanterns from like the original movie. I also liked how even though Flynn Rider's character's name was not Flynn Rider, he looked a lot like what he would be. I just didn't think that Rapunzel would, I mean, it sucks. It sucks that you get trapped in the tower to save your family. You finally escape only to find out that your love of your life, who you sacrificed your life to save, married somebody else and now is like living happily ever after with another daughter. That sucks. It does. I'm sorry. But I don't see Rapunzel's strong and doesn't need a man, and that's something that's made very clear in the movie. And I know she loved Eugene, was going to do anything she could to fight for him, but I don't think that she would have done what she does in the series, you know, to basically get rid of aka Cinderella's original mom. I don't think she would have done that. I do like how they kind of made her evil when Flynn Rider, in a sense, his character saved Cinderella instead of Anastasia. Also, they did so much building up to Anastasia's character only to like just like kind of push her aside. They didn't really do anything else with her. There was something else, another character that I was going to talk about, and I'm really bummed out I can't remember. But overall, I'm glad that they stopped making Once Upon a Time episodes, only because I feel like they kept like hitting their head up against a rock at one point. But anyway, Jared is home, we're gonna eat, and that's my little Once Upon a Time rant. I'll probably talk about it tomorrow after I watch the season finales. I'll see you guys